This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
Javon, tough loss tonight, man. You guys played as hard as you could. This has been quite a run you're on this season. Season's not over by any stretch. I mean, just take me through the locker room right now and just kind of what, obviously it stings right now.
Obviously, after a loss like this, literally 1 point, you could probably yourself guess what the locker room is like. It's full of emotions. Lot positives was is that the coaches are trying to keep everybody up, but players, we're trying to make sure we just get Malik up and some of those offensive guys that felt like they let us down as a team. But we lose and win as a team, so that just individuals thinking that they didn't play up to the standard isn't how we're gonna go about this today. So it's just a little locker room. It's just a lot of emotion right now that we know that we should have came out with that victory.
Coach said that they were hurting you guys with the stretch plays in the first half in the run game. You guys were able to kind of shut that down there in the second half. I mean, was there just kind of a mood change at halftime? Is this for this defensive unit?
No, we just had to get the feel for it. All week we really didn't practice any of those type of runs that they were giving us, so we just had to make a couple of adjustments. And after we did that, the stats showed itself. We pretty much shut it down on the defensive side with them running that stretch play. Because obviously, after we saw it the first time, we knew they were going to keep going back to it. So our strong safety, Javon Treadwell and Quentin Reese, they really set their edge a lot and forced the ball to either bow a couple yards in the backfield to where we can pursue and get a TFL, or we just set the edge to where the backside can get there for the pursuit. So it's a negative gain or a no gainer. So just making those adjustments to set that edge and turn the ball back in or just get a TFL is what we needed for that stretch play.
You guys look like we're able to get some more pressure on Hockman there in the second half as well. He looked like a little bit of a different guy there. I mean, how big was that?
He really wasn't too much different from what we saw on field. We knew that we were going to come in here and pressure him. It's just the fact that we just had to line things up and get the matchups and things that we wanted before we actually ran those pressures.
Go ahead, Ryan.
All right, Javon, we're going to start you off with Damon sort of led the news in advance.
Hey, Javon, you guys had a short field after, I believe it was Malik's second interception there early in the fourth quarter, and it looked like there was times you guys had a chance to hold NC State maybe to a field goal and try to preserve that lead. What did they do on that drive, Hockman in particular, to make sure they could get in the end zone and take the lead?
So I'm not even going to lie to you. My mind's so many places right now, I really can't remember back to that specific play. So I really can't give you a thorough answer right now.
And defensively, that first half, I think they had 209 yards of offense in the first half, and they seem to be moving the ball. What's the mindset for you guys in that first half when they're able to move the ball, but you guys are able to get stops? Is there any sense of momentum that you guys were able to come up with some plays to help the offense and get going?
Yeah, actually, we saw that they kept doing those outside type of plays, outside zone stretch type of plays. Just us, I'll take it upon this myself. I was missing a couple tackles and a couple other guys, so we just got that cleaned up. And after that, we just kind of felt like we could stop them and actually went out there and executed and gave our offense a lot of time to get the ball back. And we kept putting NC State in a lot of 3-and-outs situations.
How big was Sedstone's interception there at the end of the first half?
That play right there, we knew that they were going to run verts. So coach just tell us, make sure we went on the top shoulder. Don't let them cross face because they're bigger receivers. And once they cross face, they'll be able to body you out. So as they're running the verts, I see that he's trying to bend back inside. So I get inside of my guy, and they actually was about to run into each other. So I chipped Sed's dude just a little bit so that way he could stay on top shoulder, and actually he beat his man, so I guess he just got the interception and fell into his hands.
Next up is Chris Heidel.
Hey, Javon. Thanks for taking my question here. Is there a learning process? I asked your coach about the same question. Is there a learning process from this game, knowing that you may have to play a team like this down the road in a bowl game that might be stronger, like NC State?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a learning curve. No matter if you win or lose against these type games, there's always something that you can get out of this, negative or positive. And we came out on the negative side today, but obviously we're gonna learn from this game and see what we didn't execute well and what we did execute well, and we're just gonna keep on moving forward. One game doesn't define us as a team. We win and lose as a team, and we're just gonna keep it rolling from here.
Back to Nick Pierce.
Javon, just one more from me. I mean, you're one of the leaders on this team. How do you, as a player, as a leader, assert yourself at this point and just encourage these guys to keep going? Because, I mean, there's still plenty left to go here.
I just got to stay positive. If I can stay positive and get the other leaders on the team to stay positive too, then the guys that we're trying to lead, they will just see that leadership and they will just follow lead and follow suit like we've been doing these past 8 games, 9 games now. So just staying positive and having that positive mindset, just like our coaches do, and just like I said earlier, just learn from the mistakes and just keep on going.